Hey, what's going on, tribe? Welcome to my channel. So, I'm just going to hit the collective up with a reading to see what's currently going on in the collective today, what guidance can be given. Remember, this is going to be a general reading, so only take what resonates for you. And also, there's going to be a timeless reading as well, so when you come across this video, it's for you as well. See what's popping. Right. The first card that come out is Divine Timing. So, just because something isn't happening right now doesn't mean that it's not going to happen, right? You may need to be patient and stop trying to force things to happen. Everything is happening and occurring as it should for your highest good. And wherever you're at on your journey is exactly where you're meant to be. So be patient and hold space for yourself and others during this time, because the energy may be very intense and you all may be currently going through some turbulent energies at this time. Things coming up to be healed, cleansed and released. So make sure you're being patient and gentle with yourself and compassionate. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. The channeling's coming through clear today. Yeah, so divine timing. So yeah, everything happens when it's meant to happen. So try not to force things to happen, okay? See what else is popping. Share your wisdom. So you're being guided to share your wisdom in any way you can. Some of you will benefit from sharing your experience on TikTok, YouTube, any way to reach other people, because right now it with the way technology and AI is, things are getting more. The right information is getting more harder to come out, should we say? Um, Things are getting put in place to block certain information from getting out, but it's going to come out anyway. You cannot hide the truth, right? Um, so you need to share your experience and with other people, because a lot of people will be able to relate to your experience, um, and a lot of for the people that are waking up, they're going to find themselves in unknown territory, should we say? So if people that's been conscious and been awake for a while, it is your time to kind of guide and share your information and knowledge with others to help them, and other people will be able to relate to your experiences. So say for instance, I don't know, if you suffering from anxiety, depression, or I don't know, just sharing your experience, other people in the world will be able to relate to it. It may not be exactly the same, but people will be able to relate to it, if that makes sense. Like, say for instance, parenting doesn't come with a manual, but if you speak to other parents, they'd be able to relate to some of your experiences or challenges that you may have had with your child, if that makes sense. 0405 on the clock as well. Also share your self-expression. So if you write poetry or music or art, find a way of sharing it with other people, because creativity is like the soul communicates through like creativity. It's like the inner child is expressing itself when you're being creative. The next card is you are not alone. So right now, I don't know, I just feel this in the collective right now, and I've been speaking to a few people about this as well. we're kind of going through this kind of separation period or this kind of isolation period, right? Because we're at this time, we're kind of, should we say, the furthest away from unity. So we've got to go the furthest away, and then to kind of snap back because the the scales are imbalanced, right, with everything that's happening in society, right? But it's coming back into balance. So for it to come back into balance, right, you have to feel the complete isolation and separation from just. Mm, I'm getting source as well. Like feeling, some of you may feel separate from source or the creator, but we are all one. We are expressions of the universe, right? So some of you may be feeling that separation from source at this time as well. But yeah, we're going through this period of like extreme separation. So be very gentle with yourself, right? Got to try and ride this out, gang, because it's going to eventually snap back and then go. The scale's going to tip basically, right? So at this point in time, we're going through this like kind of isolation period, this feeling, this deep sense of like loneliness, separation, um, isolation. Um, but we are never truly alone. Like we're surrounded by our ancestors' guides. Some of you may need to reach out to people if you're feeling a bit isolated or alone as well. Um, because the way also society is wanting people to be separate. You know, like back in the day, there was like more community based, right? And now everyone's kind of out for themselves, and it's like, dude, like it's about unity and community, right? You can't be doing everything all on your own. Like if you're in the wilderness, right, you're gonna survive longer if you're there's a group of you than being solo. If you're with like solo, you're not gonna last long, right? And and also it takes a community to raise a child, right? That's why most of us, well, good majority of us, it's hard in society these days, you know, because even like in tribes and stuff, if you feel like you couldn't talk to your parents, you could talk to one of your elders, or like there was more sense of community. But right now, everything is just scattered, and it's like everyone for themselves in the rat race and all that. But this is the illusion. Like things shouldn't actually be like that, right? Like this, and this is how it's been created at this time, but it's not normal. It's not normal. The way people are going around living is not normal. But society will make you have you thinking that it's normal, but it's not normal. One second. Yeah, it's not normal. You know, people out here working themselves to death and shit. 818 on the clock as well. Some of you may be seeing a lot of synchronicities as well during this time. Alright, the next card is patience. So yeah, try to be patient with yourself, man. I've got patience is the key tattooed on my hand, so I've been working on patience for a very long time. But yeah, be patient, man. Like yeah, things are happening so slowly. Where it's like if you've been like, I don't like using conscious and awake. Look, conscious is more cool. Awake, I don't really like. That's like been fucking, what's the word? What's the word? I don't know. I don't know. I can't think of the word. But yeah, if you've been conscious for a while, everything just feels like it's been dragging on, dragging on. Like just, I don't know how things are still functioning, and people can't see. Like more people are coming more conscious and waking up, right? But it's taking ever so long, even though everything is happening in divine timing. But if you've been conscious for a while, yeah, it is very long and painful, yeah. Just to see, like, society is being held together by like sellotape right now, and it is literally falling apart. And there's people just trying to crack on and go on with their day to day things, and the world may look exactly the same from 2020, but things are not the same at all. Things are not the same on an energetic level anyway. So make sure you're being patient with yourself, yeah, with yourself and others during this time, because it is a rough ride, yeah. DMX, yeah, it is a rough ride. So try to be patient. Um, some of you would benefit from praying more and speaking more with your ancestors and guides. Try to build that connection and ask for the inner strength and ask for clarity and guidance during this time. The next card is self-reflection. So this may be a period, a time of self-reflection, going within, seeing what doesn't work for you, know more what does work for you, and where needs to be adjustments or changes, right? Um, and just looking at oneself, not in a negative way. You know, like self-reflection is also loving the parts of yourself that you don't like, and also um, bigging up the parts that you do like as well. Like if yeah, because most of the time we like to home in on the negative, but there's also a lot of positive as well. But for some reason, the negative energy has more kind of, I don't know, maybe it's just a collective thing at the moment. The negative energy is quite heavy right now, right? So and I think we've just been programmed like this as well, to home in more of the net on the negative than the positive, right? Even though you may do a lot of positive, you may do one, you fuck up one time, and people home in on that one time that you fucked up, and it's like, dude, like the amount of times, yeah. So yeah, be mindful of that. Some of you may benefit from journaling as well as self-reflection, and also what's it called, mirror work as well, like speaking positively to yourself in the mirror. The next card is show appreciation. So yeah, just be grateful and show appreciation for what you have and where you're at on your journey, because things could be a lot worse. um, Things could be a lot better as well, but things could be a lot worse. So just be mindful of that. When you start showing appreciation and gratitude for what you have instead of what you want, that will just multiply, right? And when you just appreciate what you have and where you're at in your journey right now, and try to be as present as possible. What was this? When I was just out walking, I was exploring, doing some gallivanting, and I come across a sign where they say "all we have is now" or something like that. I swear it was "all we have is now." I can't remember, but all we have is now, right? And everything that you need, should have right now, if that makes sense. And just be grateful for what you have right now. You know, yeah. So yeah, yeah. It's about showing appreciation, man. See what else is popping. Yeah, you already know. So the answers you seek, you already know, and you already know what you're meant to do. Some of you may just be procrastinating or being scared to act, but you already know what you want to do, and you already know what direction you want to go in. So maybe that's where the self-reflection is coming. Yeah. So you need to reflect on what you already know and what is stopping you from taking the next steps forward, right? And if you tune into your intuition will tell you as well if something's working for you or if something is not working for you, right? And it's about listening to that and tuning into that. The next card is send love. So yeah, you can send healing and send love to people, places, and things that maybe what's the word? If you're worrying about a person, if you're worrying about a situation, you can actually send that person or situation healing, right? Distance healing, right? So you can do that. You can, yeah, even just by like, thinking of someone and thinking positive thoughts and sending them healing and love, right? you can actually raise the vibration of that person and situation. But as long as you've got good intentions, you're not interfering with their journey, right? But if you're just sending them healing positive energy, you're not going to interfere with them, right? Because you've got some wicked bad mind people that want to send negative energy to people and try to lower their vibration and bring, but be mindful because that is karma. Yeah, so if you're being wicked and bad mind, that's going to come back to you threefold, so be mindful of that. Yeah, so whatever you're putting out comes back 3 times over. So send the situation, whatever's currently on the forefront of your mind, maybe being worrying, fearful, regretting the situation, send it loving energy, man. Yeah, send it loving energy and just hold space. Right now, I think a lot of people need to just a space, just people to hold space for one another right now would be very beneficial, man, because everyone is going through it right now in some way, shape, or form, right? People can crack on and act like everything is okay, but things are very not okay in society. That's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, that's what I'm saying anyway. I'm not going to go too much into it. The next card is you are understood, right? So sometimes you can go through feeling that you're misunderstood, people don't understand you. Um, some of yous, what has been coming up recently is if you're feeling misunderstood and not understanding certain things, try and check out um, autism, because this has been coming up for I've been speaking to so many people about it and different things, right? And the way of seeing the world. Yeah, I'm not. I'm just talking. I'm talking from my experience and just to shine light on stuff. Um, so some of you may need to some of you may need to check out to see if you're. That's what I was trying to get at. Some of you may need to check out if you are autistic, right? But that's also been coming up for a lot of people that I've been speaking to actually of recently, because I'm definitely somewhere on the spectrum, but I'm starting to understand it a bit more better. I haven't been diagnosed or anything, but yeah, just seeing the world is very different, and I see it in how it should be, if that makes sense, instead of how this is this false illusion of a reality that people are trying to somewhat function in. But anyway, yeah. So some like um, the black sheeps, man, the black sheeps. So yeah, you may be the black sheep in your family. You may feel that you're misunderstood. You just see things differently. You don't understand certain things, and that's okay. You know, just because some people don't get it, don't mean that everyone else isn't gonna get it. Because most of the people that don't get it are the actual conscious ones, if that makes sense. So the misunderstood ones and the misfits and black sheep and the weirdos and shit, we're the ones that can see through the illusion, right? We can see through this budget movie that's being played out anyway. But yeah, you're understood. Don't ever feel that you're misunderstood, right? Some people just either you're some listen, yeah, all I'm gonna say is you're either someone's cup of tea or not. You know? Like me these times I'm a black coffee, right? So you're gonna either like me or not. So do you get me? Which is cool. So yeah. Uh yeah, you're understood, man. But yeah, that's all the guidance that I've got for you at this time. 1919 on the clock. If you feel that the reading resonated with you, um, yeah, hit the comments and let me know. Yeah, gang, I'm gonna hit you guys up with another reading pretty soon. Anyway, peace, love, and that, tribe.